John, you and I are best friends.
Haha.
For never.
Oh no!
Peacemaker, season 1, episode 2. I am so excited, man. That first episode was great.
Yep.
Great stuff.
Very excited.
Thank God for Jimmy Gunn and John Cena. Guys, if you can subscribe and click the notification bell to get notified when our reaction for the next Peacemaker episode is up, that would be a rad a sandwich of a time. Also, please go ahead and hit that like button. It sure helps us out in the algorithm. Full-length watch-alongs where you sync up with the time code for Peacemaker over at our Patreon. Special thank you to all who have become super rejects so far. Cover a bunch of shows over there as well. Lastly, thanks to the boys at Prepper for helping us edit down these highlights. Let's get to it.
Well, we got a situation here.
What?
I hooked up with a chick, and I'm not saying that to make you jealous. I'm saying it because she was a manicured freak that threw me around the room like an angry kid with his little sister's Cabbage Patch doll.
Oh, fuck! All right, I'm on my way.
I didn't give you the address.
I can track you through the chip in your head.
Wait, you can't see me jerk off with that thing, can you?
New girl, you're driving. Peacemaker just killed a damn butterfly. Do you really want?
Peacemaker's vehicle's at the scene. Can you change the name on the registration? Yep. Good.
Could actually see them do some mission stuff.
The report said an explosion. How'd the possum stay intact?
I hope this isn't some Cape shit.
That dude's in Scary Movie.
Yeah. In Riverdale.
Ugh.
You believe this idiot fucked a butterfly?
I mean, the man's been in prison for 4 years. There's not much I'd believe he wouldn't fuck. A bowl of oatmeal, grapefruit, some yogurt.
So
Must have.
Is he making a bindle?
what?
Roll down the window, stick your hand outside, and then crinkle a bag. He'll think you have chips. He'll come right out to you.
Why are you feeding him chips?
Is that somebody in a window up there?
Fuck, jeez. Come on, man.
There's no exit on the back of the building, so see if you can get to a balcony on the second floor and jump.
Jump!
You can handle it.
Yeah, he's handled a lot worse than that.
Hey, man, what's up? Freddie there?
Freddie who?
Freddie,
No, there's
No, you guys are doing Chardonnay charcuterie, right? And I started at the E-Bite. You guys sent me a ponder, flender, tender, grinder.
No.
No.
Knock on doors.
Fuck, man, please pick him up.
Okay.
Evan, what is going on?
Shh.
I just want to talk to you straight. We're like one human being to another. I will die of claustrophobia if I get tied up, so...
Yeah, sure.
I used to really love Cinderella.
Yeah, Tom Kiefer and the boys are like the perfect mix of blues and metal.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. Poor guy.
You just never fucking hear me because you're always going on about Coldplay and fuss with the fucking people.
Oh, you're gonna put down my musical taste now? How fucking low are you?
Pumped up kicks, Evan? Do you know what that song is about? Murder! You are a murderer!
Yeah.
You're trying to fuck this really cool, handsome guy right in front of me!
I am not trying to fuck that, but you know what, Evan? Oh my god, maybe I will. Who knows what's gonna fucking happen, right? Because I'm tied up, I'm helpless. I mean, anything can fucking happen, right? I mean, seriously, who fucking knows?
Oh no.
There he is.
Oh.
Ouch.
Oh.
He's not racist.
See?
You're gonna destroy.
Oh. Ah.
You're gonna destroy the discs, man.
Yeah.
Stop.
You've got to have a better landing after all this time. Oh, God. Poor guy. Ow! Jesus. I love the realism of this fucking balcony hopping.
Do not move! Step forward and into the light.
What a way to phrase that, too. Oh!
Oh, damn. She's super hot.
Hey, come on.
Harcourt. I love how they emphasize how heavy he is, too, in the sound design.
I'm telling you, I'm so worried that Eagle's gonna die.
I know.
I'm so worried.
I changed the fingerprints out to the same person, which they'll discover when they get the lab results back in a couple days.
Great. Who'd you change it to?
Oh, Mr. Myrn, you're gonna love this.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Your kid isn't Christopher Smith? Peacemaker?
Arrest me or get the fuck out of here, chopsticks.
Yeah, well, we'll be seeing you, Fork.
Fork.
Why not spoon?
Everybody in the world uses spoons.
Yeah, but that asshole doesn't know that.
That's true.
I mean, spoon would have been more demeaning.
Yeah.
Makes it like a baby thing. You know, little babies use spoons.
Okay, adults also use spoons, but I get it.
We're trying to get this man on our side, and you thought the right way to do that was to frame his father.
Like, my adrenaline's pumping. Pumping like glass breaking everything. You ever been shot at?
No. I'd rather be with fucking Batmite than you.
Who's Batmite?
The 2-foot-tall interdimensional imp who stands Batman.
Cool.
You're gonna see him before the season's over.
I trust her the most because Eagly liked her.
He tried to bite me.
Yeah, but not as hard as he tries to bite everybody else. It's obviously, Elmo.
Economist. Fuck you.
Why do all of you have such weird last names? Hanging out, having some fun, maybe doing some fentanyl with a prostitute in the back of a hillbilly strip club. He's falling in love because it's obviously the first time he's put his balls in somebody's mouth, and he starts getting loose lips. I'm on a team with the famous Peacemaker, and we're taking down the notorious butterflies. My beard's real.
My beard's real.
Sounds more plausible than I wish it did.
What? I don't even like when my balls are in somebody's mouth, okay? It gives me the wrong type of chills. How long it's been since I've gotten checked for testicular cancer? Too long.
Evan and Amber Calcaterra, can you take care of him? Just convince him not to finger Peacemaker.
More like,
I have no clue. I still don't know what that is. Leota?
Pay them.
bribery.
Yes, please. Go do it, now.
Be straight with me, man. I'm a dick vampire, aren't I?
No, you're not a dick vampire. You're just a dick.
Why won't they just tell them what they are? Who cares about keeping the peace?
Yeah.
If they're a threat, he'll keep the peace.
And at this point, it might be safer than giving him dossiers to leave around.
Everybody fucking hates you.
Oh.
Fucking dick.
Buddy.
You killed Rick Flag.
Oh.
What are you doing? Are you looking at me and jerking off right now? Is your dick out?
What? No, man. Look.
I'm not gonna fucking look. It's the oldest trick in the book. I look and you fucking rock hard. You throw jizz in my face. No fucking way. Is that what you get off on? Me seeing your fucking dick?
Who the fuck said that?
Louis C.K. piece of shit. You show people your dick.
What does that have to do with Louis C.K.'s comedy specials?
I didn't say shit about his comedy special.
Well, I don't fucking know. I'm just trying to figure out the connection.
Dude, Louis C.K. showed people his dick.
Firstly, I'm wondering whether you saw the guy in your apartment that you think you saw, or did you maybe see another guy that you actually didn't see but you think you did? I'm wondering if you've ever had an all-expenses-paid trip to the beautiful Lake Tahoe, Nevada.
Are you trying to fucking bribe us?
No.
Oh, I was hoping you were trying to bribe us.
Yeah, I'm trying to bribe you.
When I find out someone murdered an innocent person, or sold somebody heroin, or did some graffiti, and I kill that person with my bare hands, their eyeballs popping out of their skulls, it gives you pleasure too, Peacemaker. That's because we're born killers. What separates us from other killers is we only kill bad people. Usually. What do you say we celebrate you getting out of prison?
No, I have to study the dossier of the senator I gotta kill.
I've been saving up appliances ever since you were arrested.
Oh, really?
I got fire for a heart. I'm not scared.
Oh,
that's what I'm talking about.
Let's do this.
Ah, they get along.
We need a bonding exercise like this.
Whoa! Be careful, guys.
Yeah.
It's this guy.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, god damn.
Jeez.
What are they thinking?
Jesus Christ, you again?
August Smith, you are under arrest for the murder of Annie Sturphausen.
I don't even know who the fuck that is! Get the fuck off me!
That's not good.
Oh, boy.
Amber.
Oh my god.
Whoa. What the fuck?
Dude.
Holy fuck.
What?
There's definitely gonna be some horseplay.
Holy shit.
Whoa!
All hail! The White Dragon.
What? Damn, we're real.
I mean, like, you knew, you just didn't know.
Crap. So yeah, they handled that ending remarkably well. You're like, at least in my mind, I'm watching it like, okay, here comes the cliche.
Yeah.
They're gonna pick up fight. He's gonna whoop some ass.
Yeah. I was literally thinking, where are we about to get the Robert Patrick fight scene?
Yeah.
And how is his martial arts gonna be?
And then, yeah, what a reveal.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Great use of tension, because there's still like a punch at the end, but it's a great subversion of the expectations.
Yeah, to reveal that they are a liberal army.
Yeah, they're social justice warriors,
Social
all
justice
of them.
Warriors.
They're about to go cancel a bunch of
About to
people
off you all about woke culture
for their
right now,
problematic
That's
beliefs.
crazy.
Yeah.
Did not see that reveal coming when that occurred.
Oh, oof.
It's crazy how they're like building up. The first episode does such a great job at introducing like a tone in the characters and getting you acquainted and like hooking you into the heart. And then this one, for a second episode, really thrusts you like into the exciting adventures of Act 2.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the first, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes of this episode, I don't know how long, but of him trying to escape from the apartment building and the shenanigans he runs into. And I like the you know, it's like when he was, it's gonna get more crazy. It's gonna get crazier. It's still in the world of DC. There's some spaceship at the end or something that they had, right?
Yeah.
But for the most part, you know, like as much as Peacemaker is a more like a heightened character in the Suicide Squad, because we see him in just comedic elements. We see how like ridiculous of an assassin he is, and how insane his accuracy at shooting is and such. And like the confidence of killing, because we never really gotten that yet with him.
Yeah.
Of like that scene where, you know, I'm kind of imagining when him and Bloodsport are doing dick measuring contest with killing people. We haven't gotten a scene like that of him yet.
No.
Of where he's just this like confident assassin.
Yeah.
And so we saw the first episode with ended on that fight scene, then here to go into like when he's trying to escape. And I like the I like that it just picked up immediately after. Like there was no time jump. He's not just meeting back up. It feels like you're watching like the continuation of the first episode, and yeah, when he's escaping and like you've seen that so many action movies of like hopping balconies and stuff, but I like the realistic version of that. Like it's just never a good landing for it.
It's a great device for both comedy and stunts because it is like it is impressive, but not because it's cool, because it's painful.
Yeah.
And it's sloppy, and it emphasizes just how big he is and how ill-suited he is. Like I appreciate that, I think, too, because you see a lot of like big bulky heroes and whatnot, and there's always this sort of treatment of the physics as if they aren't as big as they are. And so I love that while he is very proficient at certain things, he's also very clunky at other agility-based things.
Yeah, it's true, very true.
And I was thinking during that sequence, I was like, oh, how smart it is, you know, in the structuring, because just, you know, imagining the structure of a movie is one thing, and then the structure of a show is a whole other thing, and it felt like, yeah, it flowed perfectly out of the last episode and naturally sets up a great opening action set piece that is actually tense and exemplifies, like what you were talking about last episode, which is how great James Gunn is at, you know, weaving between the tones and building tension while also releasing it sometimes at the same time. Like I feel like the bit in the apartment with the couple could have been tedious and could have been like, okay, haha, like I get it, we're trying to make this quirky, but it like actually kind of pulls you in, and then those characters show up later, and like there's, yeah, like it's really fun and it's really easy to get into, but it's also like doing a lot of pretty solid, sophisticated storytelling in the process, I feel like, and also setting the stage for Harcourt to like show her real brass.
Oh, she's great. She's so badass. In fact, I was looking for her name this whole time, and you just said it.
Yeah.
I was looking at the actress's name. I'm like,
oh, I just learned. Damn.
Could pull up IMDb.
Nah, we gotta give HBO Max that extra bit of watch time.
Wait, there's probably a post-credit scene.
Oh, yes, you're correct.
All right.
Well, if you're watching the stream along, maybe we'll just tack it on at the end.
Let's put these headphones back on. I just realized that.
It's definitely not the hot guy.
Fuck you, Amber!
Oh, eat me, Evan! Okay. Can I keep this one? Sure.
Comedy.
Thank God we caught that.
Yeah. Otherwise, it could have been bad.
A lot of people thought this in the comments.
That's right, man.
I wonder if like one of these post-credit scenes will actually be like super important.
And it'll be a random episode too, so you'll never know. Episode 4.
Yeah, and then how this episode in particular started fleshing out more of the relationship dynamics amongst everyone. Like the introduction of Adrian Chase, we got him last episode, but a more psychopathic version of even Peacemaker himself. That line, that delivery on that one, like, or if someone's graffitiing, I have to murder them.
So you knew it was coming, but yeah, the delivery was just long.
Just squeezed her eyes out. It's like murdering them over nothing.
And then a callback when they're smoking the joint together, and it's funny because that is something that this show is obviously going to do over the course of the arc of all the episodes, is deconstruct, you know, how much of a psychopath Chris really is. But I appreciated that scene for the fact that it is this bonding moment, and it is kind of a pep talk. And even though it's definitely like, yeah, Vigilante's a bit of a psycho.
Yeah.
At the same time, it doesn't necessarily bring up that like confrontation immediately. It's not like Peacemaker's like, whoa, wait, you're a psycho.
Yeah.
You know, and so I like it. That's part of the James Gunn charm, I think, is getting into those in between the spaces where it's like there's something endearing here, but there's also something kind of messed up here.
Yeah.
You know, and their whole like little bro moment shooting stuff in the woods, like that was very much fun.
Well, the way he uses the camera is so impressive here, because it's not exactly like, in terms of like director of photography, it's not like super popping in the colors and stuff. That's what keeps it feeling more grounded and a little bit more realistic. It's not hyper stylizing the color palette of it all. Like it looks good, but it's not like sleek, you know. And yet he knows how to really utilize like how to handle reveals on certain shots. Even the shot where he jumps down to the dumpster, you know, like the camera is like pointed up and he jumps down and then slowly pulls back, like it's very minimal to the point where you can see the dumpster after he like as he's about to land.
They make a lot out of wide angle lenses, both.
Yeah, it's really impressive.
Yeah, and especially with blocked camera motion, whether that be some really fluid, like, you know, just pan or transition or track or whatever, or things like that where, yeah, it's like, this looks like it's just going to be one static shot, but then, yeah, based on the blocking of the acting and whatnot, then there's going to be a strategic move. And yeah, it's like the sleek elements come out through that use of motion more so, yeah, than like the crazy colors or anything like that. And I think it's a good blend because it has a rhythm to its visual style without feeling like, hey, you know?
Yeah. It doesn't feel like weirdly, it's like, even though this is a show and he can do whatever he wants, he doesn't feel like he's ever showing off.
Yeah, exactly.
Surprisingly.
Yeah.
And I thought there'd be a little bit more of that. Yeah. Yet it just seems like, no, he's telling the story that needs to be told. And the flow that it needs to be done.
I feel like he's showing off by by doing again what he did with like Suicide Squad, where it's just like, this is like really engaging and character driven and fun and wild and kooky and kind of tense, and yeah, it's like I think the show off is really just all this balancing, because yeah, there would be so much license to go crazy and make it as slick as possible in every way, because even though, you know, the Suicide Squad isn't the most successful, you know, movie WB has produced lately, you know, I still feel like they would give him that room, and so that restraint I think helps a lot.
I mean, the show was being filmed beforehand, before it even got released.
Also, very true.
Yeah.
But even so, like, it's conceived, at least thus far, in a way that makes a lot of sense and that feels like, yeah, I could see how you could make this a show without feeling too constricted and not needing a ton of money and resources, because, like, the Butterfly from the first episode was certainly like a whoa, and it was certainly like a jump into height, but, you know, thus far, it's still pretty grounded even as such.
Well, it's all about budgeting. I think he's really good at like, sometimes I can't tell what is, sometimes seem like this seems improvised, but then other times I'm like, it also seems like something he would write.
Yeah.
Like the whole bit about like Louis C.K.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
like,
definitely.
Like making fun of that part, like sometimes when the banter's going on for a long period of time, you could really, that's why I start to question it, but the way things tie back into each other, it's got such a great rhythm to it that you would think that maybe it is written, and I think he knows how to like blend that really well in when it comes time to editing. And yeah, it's like we got excited to see Peacemaker. Adebayo, really love her. Like, she's so sweet and so hilarious, and you get this sense of what I like, how he tends to flip tropes on their head in ways you might not expect. Like, the last thing I expected was Adebayo to the way she's responding to things, like while she is reacting to the danger and the circumstances of that, like with her wife in the hotel, you know, like when it comes to the getting shot at, she's like, this is kind of exciting. Yeah, and I think that's a really great way to handle the character.
Yeah, 100%. She's a good blend between the audience cipher, but also, you know, one of these heightened characters.
And even the introduction of the cops, too. Like, how do you make these cops so interesting? Like pairing these two up, and there's something that's so straightforward about them. Like, there's nothing really that I can't quite pinpoint what is so unique about them. And it could just be like the solid acting and the solid pairing of the chemistry of them. But you could feel that there's more to these characters already as the show will progress. You could feel there's already more to them that makes them engaging, as opposed to just generic, boring-ass cops that they bring into here. Holland, freaking awesome. It's like so... I want to know about her past, because it's cool that she's like someone who's really good at being behind the computer, handling all that investigative shit. You'd think she's someone who's just doing tech or whatever other stuff that they do on the staff at Task Force X.
Yeah.
Then to come to find out, she's actually this like skilled assassin at the same time too.
Yeah.
Like, and the way how she like keeps her cool and certain, like, she gets frustrated, upset, but like the little subtle details when they're driving in the car, and like she's, you know, usually like Adebayo's like has to swerve out of the way and almost hit someone, and when she's just doing her gun, like putting the gun together, usually, you know, the passenger seat will have like some reaction to it, and she just
She's just doing her business.
He's like, especially a character like her who's like been bitching a lot and like really upset about a lot of things, and flustered.
From all this.
And, but when it comes time to handle business, like just a little subtle detail, like attention to detail in a character moment like that, are the things that really stand out more to me than anything else, because it's those little nuances that help the bigger things really shine. And like the bigger things being John Cena's amazing performance. John Cena is incredible in here. Like I remember raving about him with the Suicide Squad of like, this is the first time I really just believe him as a character. I'm not seeing John Cena, and because he's invisible, you guys get it. But here he's just found such life to this character. Honestly, even when watching the Suicide Squad, as great as I thought he was in it, I didn't think I could. I had a hard time imagining, like, oh yeah, of course I trust James Gunn. Yeah, and John Cena's good, but a show about him?
You might want to spend like 6 to 8 hours with this guy.
But throwing him into the shoes where he really is like the joke, and how the way they managed to explore how he just looks he wants to belong. Like his whole character is just someone who really just wants to be validated. And the way how they've dealt with that at a way that doesn't feel like it's going against the Suicide Squad is one of the more impressive parts to me. Because it doesn't necessarily feel like we're doing a deconstruction. It just feels like we're exploring who this guy really is.
Through these challenges.
Yeah, and then even him questioning like everything he's ever stood for. He gets out of prison, his dad hates him, he gets assigned to stuff, they don't trust him, they don't even bother to tell him what the mission's about. Everyone just keeps clowning on him. As much as he's trying, he keeps messing up. They have like made more of like a childish buffoonery about the guy, where I'm like, I feel like he'd be a little bit more on top of things. A little bit, but not as much of it. Yeah, like I've seen the Suicide Squad twice in the theaters. I haven't seen it at home yet. I'm trying to recall if that kind of lines, like he's a little dumb, but when it comes to mission stuff, he seems really on top of it. But we also didn't get enough of like when he's like banging that woman and he leaves the file out, like that. Would his character do that?
That's fair. Yeah. Because in my current recollection of the Suicide Squad, I get the sense he's a guy with that juvenile sense of humor, but who is a little more aware, reliably aware, of the tactical importances and advantages and disadvantages and whatnot. Yeah, whereas here, I right now it does seem like they've heightened the idiot part of him.
Yeah, because we haven't really gotten a chance to really see the capable side of him. Of why they want him.
Yeah, exactly. Other than his great ability for killing, which he hasn't on their mission plan been called to use even yet.
But on a character level, what I can see happening is what's actually putting him out of his comfort zone at being great. Of course, is it broken the clavicle? Yeah, that is messed up. Sure, he's been questioning he's having kind of an existential crisis at the moment. Yes. But I think what probably might be bringing out of him even more is the fact that he's in his hometown. So I think there is
where you feel the most like a kid.
Where you can be the most prone to, resorting back to what's really going on underneath and not even realizing it. So that's one quality to it, where it's like he's behaving more like the way how his dad views him.
Falling into that projection.
So I think like on a character level, there's a way to justify it that I think does make sense, that I don't feel I'm actually fully filling in the blank, because I was like, while watching this, like, just tell him what the mission's about. He's all about peace, and then he brought it back later in this exact episode where he's like crying about like he killed Rick Flag. He obviously doesn't think he should have done that. And he's like, Peacemaker is a joke, like this whole thing. So they're doing a good job at taking the events of that, not just trying to be like, we're just, we're rebooting Peacemaker to make him a hero. Like, they're not doing that. They still make him like he grabs his girl's underwear and sniffs it on the way out. Like, he's still gross and he's still juvenile and he's still not a great person. But they have made him really, he is very likable. Like, it's pretty crazy, like how likable he is.
Yeah, I weirdly, I think that the scene in the previous episode sums it up well when he he stops in on Harcourt at the bar, and he stops the creeps, but then also proceeds to creep in just a slightly different way. And I feel like that is sort of a good representation of the kind of character that he is, because yeah, you do have those elements that are still like, you got progress to make, my friend, but also, yeah, you don't mean ill. You don't have, you know, you don't come from a place of malice or you know, genuinely wanting to, you know, make people uncomfortable.
Yeah,
it's more like that part of the oafish obliviousness does track, I think, pretty well.
Sure.
Yeah.
And shouts out to Steve Agee again, killing it in the comedic role. And I keep wondering with Adebayo if they're gonna like arc her into being a little bit more like Amanda Waller.
She'll be the new Amanda Waller moving forward.
yeah.
That's all this is.
Flash reboots everything. Yeah. Completely eliminates all the events of Peacemaker. Right here.
Enjoy it while it lasts, peeps.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being here. You can subscribe, click that bell, and we'll catch you in the next episode.